All right, let's get it.
Let's fucking go. What is up, everybody, and welcome into the DNVR Nuggets Pregame Show. Let's go. Look at this energy, man. I'm telling you, this is what we were missing. The missing ingredient is this energy. Game 4, an important Game 4, pivotal Game 4.
Would you call this a must-win?
I call it a must-win, absolute must-win, as the Nuggets are down 0-3, but guess what? It's not over till it's over. And the Nuggets can still save face. They can still save the series. They can still save themselves. They can certainly save us a whole lot of hurt and pain and shame if they get this one. We're presented, as always, by DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app. Download it. Use promo code DNVR when you do, because at the end, you see that segment on the right in green, betting. We're going to give you some winners. Some can't-miss winners tonight. Okay. So many. I haven't even looked at the bets tonight, so I can't say that we'll find winners.
We will not call Big T for this
We're
one.
not calling Big T, man. He really let us down. We're going to have some fun. We're going to take a look at the seventh circle of L that has been handed to the Nuggets and their fan base over the last 48 hours. We're going to talk about a new starting lineup, and of course, we're going to get game notes, but let me introduce the panel today because we have a new face. It's not Brendan Vogt, though. That's an old face.
Yeah, old face, old-looking, young face. Look, I'm just trying to win the first segment of today's pregame show so that we can maybe win today's pregame show, and we'll try to win one game at a time from there.
One game at a time. You lost the introduction
I was
part.
going to say,
that was an L.
the first L dispensed.
Yeah,
Over here, we're in the Mile High City Frauds. It's D-Line Co.
Yep, I chose this very intentionally this day. The Mile High City Frauds. Is that us?
Is that us? We're about to find out.
Shall we find out?
Shall we find out? Then a special guest all the way from San Diego.
Yes, sir.
San Diego. Incredible journey here to come to the mecca of Denver Nuggets basketball. BallArena and the DNVR Bar, the two meccas. It's Leonard.
Exactly. What's up, y'all? Wish it was under better circumstances being down 3-0, but obviously it's just awesome to be here coming from San Diego. Like I said, been a Nuggets fan for a really long time, even though I'm from San Diego. So I'm excited to see how Game 4 goes tonight.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now I'm pumped.
You have an interesting story here. You told us, I'm going to make you repeat it, though, of how you became a Nuggets fan, because I've heard a lot of different ones, but I've never heard this one.
Yeah, so I'm 28. We had League Pass for the first time in 03, so I'm 10 years old. And the very first game that came on TV was the Denver Nuggets game, and they had their brand new baby blue jerseys, those shiny velvety ones, and ever since then, the boy was hooked, and I've been a Nuggets fan ever since.
Are you a Chargers fan?
I was, and then they left us, and then it was like bye-bye.
True. Yeah,
exactly.
you had to let that one go.
It sucks because they have a good quarterback now.
Yeah,
but I can't root for him no more.
I feel like that's how it works, because it wasn't Cleveland had the Browns, then they moved to Baltimore, immediately win.
If the Nuggets left Denver, would you guys still cheer for the Nuggets?
Win,
exactly.
Go to Seattle.
Evil out here.
I'm not saying it.
Hey, they're
I'm
locked
not
up.
saying
They're locked
it.
up. The Cronkies locked them up. They're here.
All right.
Go Cronkies.
Yeah, go
They're
Cronkies.
staying in Denver.
I'm sorry you guys can't watch your team in your own city.
Well, I do like that origin story though. It is
Go with the fire.
I know he's really like eased his way in and then just started throwing punches here. Like wow. I do like that origin story though, because it is funny to think of. It just happened to be that the Nuggets were on. You could have been the Hawks, could have been the Thunder, could have been the Magic.
There are people.
Unfortunate.
There are people in this world who the universe thought needed to be part of Nuggets Nation.
That's so true.
Ariana.
That's true.
Leonard.
Thank you.
There's
Vogt.
two. Vote. Yeah, you're right.
Me, Adam. We had no
Exactly.
goddamn choice.
Yeah, we had no choice. We were
Locked
steeped
in
right
birth.
into this right from birth. All right, well, let's talk about this game. So take us to the pregame conversation, Vote, and just what was the general mood from Michael Malone?
Sure. Michael Malone sounded a man who had come to terms with reality today. I don't think he was very... I don't want to sound like... He didn't sound defeated, but it wasn't this wave of like hollow optimism. You know, it was very like... He said they just want to try to win the first quarter of this first game in front of them and try to set the tone for a winning Game 4. So they're not going to try to bite off more than they can chew right away here. They just want to play with some pride and try to come out the right way and take care of what's right in front of them. It did feel, I want to say something short of like, it wasn't like a concession pregame, but it did feel a little bit like someone who had come to terms with what's in front of them here.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't sound like Malone.
I don't like that at all.
No, it doesn't sound
Because
good.
after game 3, which was coming on the heels, it was very emotional. You could tell Malone was pissed. He was still like, this team's all about doing things nobody's ever done for tonight. He's like, well...
Look, he did say that he thinks his team believes.
Okay.
And I'm sure they do. But, you know, he also said, like I said, they're not trying to win 4 games at once. And what he's hoping to see in that first quarter that he wants to win, the effort. Are we defending? Are we sprinting back? And then our body language, our engagement, he said he doesn't want to see anyone thinking about the pina colada they're having in a day or two.
Oh, God. Are we going to 3-2-1 Cancun moment?
That's kind of what I was
myself
getting at with, like, even just sort of admitting that we're kind of at that point, you know? So I'm just hoping to stay
I will boo
focused and
them from
engaged.
here.
Yeah.
If we see that, come on now.
He did follow that up
tough.
by saying he hasn't seen that from anyone on this team in 2
Good.
years, and he
Okay.
doesn't expect to. But it's a low bar. It's a low bar. It sounds like he's hoping to see cleared tonight, to be honest. We did get a report prior to the game. Everyone knows by now, I'm sure, about a reported shakeup to the starting lineup. Chris Yanes of Yahoo. Will Barton, Monte Morris expected to start in the pivotal Game 4 tonight.
Dude, this is about when Malone always makes the adjustments. Usually it's one game earlier.
Game 4, it's usually 1-2. Denver's down
Yes.
2 games to 1.
Yes. Nothing has worked when we did the exact same thing 3 times in a row. Good.
All right, let me give you a little bit of optimism. Leonard, tell me if I'm being you can tell me because I am being too optimistic here. But
Obviously.
look, the Nuggets came back from 3-1. If
Okay.
there was a Game 8, I feel like they would have won both games. Once they figured it out, they started winning and they just kept doing it. So if there was a Game 8, I think they would have won. So now you just need to win 4 in a row. Maybe there is this adjustment to be had.
You know, screw that. Like, we beat this team multiple times during the season. We beat them
Screw it.
back-to-back.
On the road.
I was not at all scared of this team coming in. Now I'm terrified.
Things have changed.
Things have changed, but at the same point in time, like, the Nuggets at least have something in them that they can unlock that they have not unlocked in any capacity coming, like, in these 3 games. Like, all we've seen is Jokic playing hero ball and no one else. No one else coming along. Like, we got Monte. We got a little Will. We need, like, Monte and Will and AG. And
Is there
Austin
anything,
Rivers.
Leonard, that could happen in this game that would move you from just the token, hey, we didn't get swept, awesome, to like, you know what, F it. They got, is there anything they could do tonight?
Well, hopefully hit some open, uncontested shots.
yeah.
I think there's a stat
That
for
would
like
be-
I think that's actually
38% from three
a bit
from three
too
on
much to
wide open
Right.
3-point attempts. That has to change. I can't see Aaron Gordon go 0 for 8 and just taking a bunch of jump shots.
God.
We need the offense to get good shots from the
Yeah.
guys who should be shooting them in the places that they're comfortable.
Right.
So if we get that at least, because the defense, it's tough, man. Jokic is doing a lot. It's hard to ask him after every pick and roll to try to come to the level and be there every single time. It's just too much to ask because he was great last game. The numbers will speak for it, but still 13 for 29.
Right.
It's not his typical efficiency. So you're hoping for a good start. And just get this crowd into it.
Yeah.
You didn't
Right.
really, I was at game 3. You
something.
didn't really have a lot to cheer
We
for.
didn't know
even
what to do.
It was weird. The ebbs and flows it wasn't like a typical game. It was just hard to cheer
lot
for
of
more than like
ebbs.
2 bucks. Exactly, more than 2 buckets. So hopefully get off to a good start. Deter Phoenix a little bit. Maybe show a little backbone.
Yeah.
They can do anything they want. So maybe just hit someone a little bit, come up more on the screens, just something. It's already game 4, so you might as well try it.
Is there anything for you that they could do tonight that you would be like, you know what? Because right now it's like Phoenix clearly the better team.
Of
Is there
course,
anything
yeah.
you could do that make you say like, hey man, maybe not?
I mean, you need to see some process, not just results, but process on the offensive side of the ball that inspires belief. And I think there's a chance with Monte and Barton sliding into the lineup.
Yeah.
It's probably too little too late. It's definitely a game too late.
But we got to get one, right?
But you got to get one.
We got to get
So you
one.
We get
try
one,
it.
then we get another.
You try it. Look, this lineup gives them their best chance to succeed or excel offensively in this series. So we'll see if that bears fruit.
Let's talk about that lineup. So Monte Morris in the starting lineup alongside Will Barton. Now, of course, it's easy. You said maybe it could have come last game. It's hard for Will Barton to walk right into a
Yes.
starting lineup, like
Yes.
first game back or even second game back. You get to this point, now it makes a little bit more sense. We've seen him playing a higher minute total, like, okay, he can handle it. But I do think, to your point, Leonard, like part of this is like they got to score points. We got 2 guys.
That was a great point.
I know, right?
That was a great point. That was a really
Points
good
on the board.
Really split the atom
You
on that.
score more than them, you'll win.
Not
Big
wrong.
shots. What?
But I
Wrote
do
that down.
look. I have a lot more confidence in Monte Morris and Will Barton just getting the defense to move,
Yes.
forcing Phoenix to have to actually
So
guard.
true.
The Facu knocks down his shots. I think he's the best 3-point shooter on the team in this series, at least surprisingly.
Oh, God.
But I still feel like you can get Monte and Will Barton to mix it up to where a defense is like, hey, we gotta react, we gotta chase, we gotta panic.
It's a different look than just Jokic has the ball, everyone stand and watch.
Dude,
right?
for no other reason, the fact that Jokic has somebody that can actually shoot to play the 2-man game with in Monte, like, makes me feel like that could unlock so much for this squad.
Yeah,
We don't have that at all. We've had none of that.
And that's what you're hoping for. That's kind of what I'm digging at. Is there anything that can give you hope in the series? Probably not. Like, Denver would have to win both Game 4 and 5 for me to start being like, all right, I see a path at least to where this happens.
Yeah.
But tonight, what you would like, in addition to just the pride and like, hey, let's feel good about ourselves because it sucked to have to carry an entire offseason being swept. Even with Murray or not, it still would suck.
I'm not loving this convo the way it's going here.
I'm saying you want to get that. But more than anything, if you saw the starting lineup go out there and you're like, you know what? The ball's popping. We haven't said that for a while. Like, oh my gosh, the Nuggets look like themselves again. At least for one game, at least you feel a little bit better about, okay, there is a version of this team that's better than whatever we saw.
I'm saying if we see that, then it's like, okay, nothing's over. Like if we see something where they actually, like you said, we feel like we've figured something out. Like we've not figured out a goddamn thing. We figured out how to lose by 20 points to the Suns.
Right.
No,
we figured that out, and then we've tested that theorem and we've proven it.
That's so funny. That's so funny. Leonard, what do you make of the starting lineup tonight? Is it a change you would have gone to?
It is a change I would have gone to. Monte was a 0 the first 2 games, but he's picked it up in games in the last
big game Tay.
Exactly. In Monte we trust. So him and Will, it's nice to have 2 other guys who can at least get some playmaking into the starting lineup as opposed to us trying to just give Porter the ball off of DHOs when guys are just squished up on him, and he really can't handle the physicality yet. He's still got some stuff to work on, obviously. So it's good to get some guys who can create, and maybe Porter is open for a corner 3 when we rotate it. And it's not just him trying to put all this pressure on himself to score. He's not the second guy, you know?
You know, I think Facu and Rivers both have a lot of pride and a lot of heart, and this is by no means a knock on them. But they are new additions to this team, and they're certainly new additions to the starting lineup. I wonder if there is something to Barton and Monte Morris, of guys that have been here through basically every step. And I wonder if there is a sense of pride those guys feel that even Austin Rivers, I'm not saying these guys aren't giving it their all, or Facu, not giving it their all, but just a sense of pride of like, we are not a team that gets swept. We are not a team that goes down like this, and it maybe just means a little extra to those guys being a part of this process.
Like having the real heart and soul of the team contained within those guys, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Guys
they really do.
in, right, versus like Austin Rivers, he likes everybody, but it's like, he's like, you were on the Nuggets? He's like, yeah, I was on the Nuggets for half a season. They were cool guys. It's like foundational to who Monte and Barton are.
Because there's so much to be proud of in this season. Like, you look at the teams that went as deep as they did last year, everyone fell apart. Denver somehow pushed through, got that 3 seed again, gets through the first round. All of that is going out strong. All of that is going out with your head held high. However, getting swept, that's going out with a whimper. And so this season, those players, it deserves better at the very least. So you play for that tonight, I think.
It's a little bit like, you ever join like a new company and there's like some drama going on at the company, but you're new, and maybe you have a take on the drama, but you're like, yo,
I gotta stay hands off.
Yeah, like I'm just here. I just got here.
It's my first day.
It's our first day, exactly. I feel like that's Austin Rivers right now. It's like we're asking him to solve a problem that's like, hey man, I'm new here. I'm just trying to fit in. Where maybe Barton and Monte are coming. They're going to go down swinging just a little bit more, or at least maybe give it a little bit of that quick start that you're talking about. You're at home. Get off to a 10-point lead by the time you make a first sub. Get that crowd going crazy.
Yeah, I cannot believe that the MVP trophy presentation did not propel the goddamn Nuggets to a lead.
Nobody was in the building apparently.
Yeah, we couldn't even get there.
Nobody was even inside.
All the same, like it was such an emotional swell, and they were like, "All right, you guys want to take like 10 minutes off?"
I mean, Adam Silver he wasn't even at the ceremony either.
So
I mean,
he FaceTimed in.
That kind of lets you know.
It was really well. We're going to move on now to talk about from the new starters now to a new segment here. We're going to call the 7th Circle of L. I'm not going to lie, we made this because we thought there was only 7 circles. There's actually 9.
There's 9.
Yeah, there's 9 circles.
Google it,
but we did find out what is the 7th circle.
The 7th circle is for violence. a bunch of murderers.
Today we choose violence.
Today we do
That's
choose
right.
violence. Well, we're bringing it up to 7th Circle of L because I feel like we're in the 7th Circle of L right now. Like Nuggets fans, taking L's left and right. And really the city of Denver, I mean, we talked about this over the last 9 days. We have seen the Avalanche go 0-4. We've seen the Nuggets go 0-3. And we have seen a Denver Nuggets. We're not even going to play the video because everybody on earth has seen the video of a Nuggets fan with a not-so-great haircut talk trash and then F around and stayed around long enough to find out.
It is funny. Like, almost the worst part of that video is his haircut.
Almost.
The video starts out bad, and it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. And anyway, I don't want to belabor on the video, but it does feel like Nuggets fans right now, we're stuck in that 7 circle of hell. We got to get out of it.
Well, my first suggestion, don't fight anyone. Maybe just holster that one tonight if you're feeling so inclined.
If you do find yourself in a place where you feel like fighting is the only answer, make sure that you can fight.
That's a good point.
Or pick a different option.
Exactly.
Yeah, or just pick a different option, man. Just pick a different option. This is, though, I do feel, Eric, I mean, we've talked about it. We were on cloud 9
Yes.
maybe 10 days ago. The whole city, on fire. The bar.
Yeah.
Look at the bar now. They've got like sad country songs playing
man.
right now. There's a little harmonica wailing.
Holy
Is this what you pictured,
smokes,
Leonard, when
dude.
you saw the
Not
television?
at all. Not at all. I
It's-
heard the
it's-
Game 3 vibes were kind of dope, you know?
Game 3 vibes were
It's
dope
not
for a
usually
second,
like
a hot
this.
second.
And then,
Are we in the
and then-
7 circle of L right now?
I mean, yes, obviously. I mean, we feel terrible. I've lost personal percentage points on my own self-esteem over this last week. Like,
man.
I don't really know what I'm doing, who I am, who I'm allowed to talk smack to. I feel like nobody. I have no one to talk smack to anymore.
So true. You're just yourself.
Yeah, like I'm just
You got a
taking,
burner account to talk shit to yourself.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
that
man.
way. So, I need just a little something, Nuggets. I need a little. Like, if we end in like the 5th ring of hell as the season ends, I'm fine, dude.
You'd be like, oh, wow, we moved up to the
Yeah.
5th. Is that how it
Oh,
works
right.
in
Yeah.
Dante's Inferno? Can you, like, if you moved up, you're like, hey, not so bad.
I'm not sure if you're trying to go up or down. I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, I wouldn't know either.
Leonard, tell us, man, are you like us where when the Nuggets lose, I get when they lose in the regular season, it's like whatever, but when they lose these games, are you like personally affected by it, your day-to-day?
To an extent, for sure. You get down for probably about 10, 15 minutes. You guys have to do the show literally
Oh,
right
man.
after, so I know
Yeah.
the emotions are already right there. You try to keep things in context. Like you said, in the regular season, you can't get too down about an L.
Yeah.
You just want to see the process continue to be something that you that looks good moving forward. And we saw some good things in the first round that like you thought would carry over, but I guess in hindsight, thinking if we were going to count on Facu or Austin Rivers to be guys that we have to literally count on, and then having Porter kind of just not being ready for the moment, it's tough. I try not to get too down about it, but I feel you guys.
Can I tell you one real L that I felt like we took over the weekend? Nick Young talking shit about Jokic is really a bummer. He
Man,
played with Jokic for 10 days. Like
I used to follow Nick Young on Twitter. I can't do it.
You had
no
to
more.
hop off of it?
My guy, he says some of the dumbest stuff that I've ever heard.
There are a lot of players who have come through here and earned a lot of praise, and we've heard a lot about how well they fit into the culture. Nick Young was
10
not
days
one.
and
He
out,
wasn't
yeah.
one of them.
No,
Was not on that
Jordan
list.
McRae spoke highly
McRae.
of Jokic
Yeah.
online.
He
And
gave
he
him
was
some
here for
praise.
11 seconds, got to fight
Exactly.
with the coach, and got shipped out.
I can't believe Nick Young just took a chance to like throw a little jab
What
at you.
a
I was like,
dick,
what,
dude.
what the heck,
Nah,
man?
I can.
Exactly.
I
can't
watched
believe
Nick
cheered
Young's
for
last.
Swaggy P.
I saw his last 30 seconds in what was Pepsi Center at the
In the
time.
34.
It was him walking out in sandals and slides with a 50-inch screen TV slung over his shoulder,
What?
Damn.
whistling to himself as he walked down the hallway. That was the last we saw of Nick. Didn't think he was
wow.
coming back.
Nick Young and Richard Jefferson are the two guys that seem to have no.
Of course, we got Richard Jefferson
No
for Game
connection.
3.
Is he called? Oh yeah,
No,
for
we
game
had
3.
him
Oh
for
yeah,
game
for
3.
game
Of
3.
course
You're
we
right.
did.
That was a bad omen. Immediately, you knew.
Why are these guys such assholes?
I think Richard Jefferson came here to party and had like nobody on the team wanted to party. He called him the most boring team he's ever been on in his life. I think he was like really bummed that so that's not what I came here for. I got to be the 15th guy on the bench. I didn't have to work.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to go out. Everybody's studying.
God damn it, the
Everyone's
Nuggets. The Nuggets need to win tonight. They need a goddamn win tonight. I can't deal with this. I can't
know.
Trespassed upon by Nick Young. Fucking Nick Wright.
No,
Nick
exactly.
Young.
Nick Young, Nick
All the
Ryan, all
Knicks.
of them. Yeah.
Such disrespect.
So honestly, I will real quickly here. What is it that you expect from tonight, Vogt? Like, what's one prediction you sort of have for the game?
I expect to see what we're hoping to see, and so I won't necessarily say win or loss, but I expect a team that plays with pride because they have a lot to be proud of. I hope to, and I expect to see it at least once in this series, and so it's got to be tonight.
What's one thing you predict to see tonight or expect to see?
Oh, we're going to see Jokic go the fuck off tonight.
Okay.
Jokic is going to, like we did it, we saw it last game, but it's going to be that, but he's going to hit his shots.
Okay.
Like, Jokic has taken it, his like, now come to the point where he's like, I got to do this. I mean, you saw the intent, you saw the murder in his eyes last game, and so I expect absolutely none of that to drop off. And then to have two counterparts in Barton and Monte Morris that know how to play that 2 game with him. Like,
Yeah.
I expect to see a lot of rebounds. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to go full triple-double, but I see assists going up for sure,
Okay.
which would be a triple-double. He got 10 last time.
He did have a triple-double last time, so Leonard, a prediction for tonight, just one thing you think is going to happen?
I was kind of along the lines of D-line. I think Jokic will have an efficient night tonight. I don't think he's going to have to shoot as many shots to get the kind of buckets that he needs. And I think at least one of Will, Monte, or Mike is going to get at least a 20-piece for us. We're just going to need someone else to come for the ride.
Okay. I'm going to predict Facu with the second unit has a major impact. I've called it from the start. I thought that Facu on Chris Paul, like Chris Paul's not phased by that, man. He's just he
Not at
clearly is not phased. And I don't know that Monte's going to have any. I think it'll be the exact same. Chris Paul's still going to be comfortable.
Yeah.
But I do think that Facu can mess with Campaign, can get in and maybe disrupt that second unit. And guess what? That matters in this series when we're not talking about Denver shutting down Phoenix. They can't. But can they score with them? And can they get just a little pockets of defense here or there that give them a chance to make 1 or 2 runs throughout the game? And I think Facu can help with that second unit.
And again, like, we actually have seen that. We have seen a quarter of pretty good defense from the Nuggets.
Yeah.
Just not enough scoring for that to matter, right? But they're still in the game. So we'll see. We'll see.
Now, I hear what you were saying. I just kind of like a prediction. I just want Phoenix to feel uncomfortable.
Totally.
Just for a little bit.
They've been
they've looked so comfortable this whole series.
Yeah.
Just give them at least a quarter or a half where they have a little bit of doubt. Like, man, we might not win this game.
I did. It's been cool having you on the show, but don't take my job. Settle down.
I know, Leonard's been fantastic. All right, let's open up the DraftKings Sportsbook app, America's top-rated sportsbook app, and let's see if there's anything we're feeling so good about we want to put a little bit of money on. First of all, do we have any
Yes, there's a boost
What
for
is it?
Jokic to record a double-double tonight.
Jokic double-double?
Or triple-double, excuse me. And it's boosted from 350 to 380.
Where do I see that? I don't have that one.
It's an odds boost.
Where do you see that one? I'm looking for it.
I don't know what to tell you. It's here on the. It's here on
Jokic
DraftKings.
triple-double, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe you got a different odds boost than I did.
I have it
Is
up
that
top.
possible?
I don't think
Where
so.
did you, you're on the desktop. It's way
Well,
up top
all the
there.
same, yeah.
We'll do it live.
We'll do it live.
There you go.
Oh, there it is. I see it. Plus
Unreal.
380. I'm taking it.
Unreal.
Are you taking it?
That's easy money.
Are you taking it?
I don't know, man. I gotta process this a little bit. Sometimes those feel like suckers bets, but
He had it last time. You know
I
what?
am a
No.
sucker.
New starting lineup. Are you kidding me? Yeah, he's getting it, bro. Let's do it.
all
We're
right.
putting it on.
Take
All right.
that.
So
I'm
let's talk
taking
about
the bet.
Let's talk about just the line. Nuggets catching 3 points. They are underdogs tonight. Plus 125 to take them on the money line straight up. Minus 109 to take the 3 points. We got so our last chance to bet on our boys to pull it out.
Yeah.
You got to do it. You got.
If it's our last chance, then that's because they are going to lose.
Yes.
Well, no. I'm just saying it might be our last chance.
Okay.
So we
What
can't
the
pass
hell?
this opportunity
Might be.
to bet on them.
All right, whatever. I'll put a unit
take
on
them
it
at
just to
plus
feel good about
125.
myself.
Yeah.
Not feeling great about the bet. All right, we'll go to player props over here. Who's going to have the big scoring night tonight? You think Jokic, 29 and a half?
Maybe
29 and a half?
I wonder. Yes.
They
How
know what
about
they're doing.
Over on Monte Morris.
Yes.
12 and a half for
12
Monte
and a
Morris.
half.
I love that one.
Feels low.
I love
12 and a
that
half.
one.
Dude, yes. That's
Monte Morris, he'll hit a couple three. He'll have like
yeah.
3 threes, have a couple drive layups. I like it, man. Monte Morris, he'll have a mid-range, he'll have an end of third quarter.
Jokic,
I like
I'm
it.
definitely going Jokic.
All right, so I got Monte. We got Aaron Gordon, 11 and a half. Don't know if I love that one.
Nah, I'm afraid.
Aaron Gordon's too unpredictable, man.
Betting on Aaron Gordon.
What do we
feels-
think about Austin Rivers? 6.5 points, dude.
Well, he's not starting,
So
so he goes against the bench.
that feels like more advantageous.
That's
for
what
him.
I'm saying.
7 points?
7 points, man. That's 2
I could
threes
get
and a free
7
throw.
points.
All right, we're
I'd
taking
take
Austin Rivers. We're
Right?
taking Austin
Yeah,
Rivers.
man.
I can't believe I'm betting on
That's
7
1
points
3. You
here.
get lucky, fouled in the bonus, and then that's 2 free. You're there.
Facundo, all right. Michael Porter points 17 and a half. I feel like he's a stay away. I do think that. Well, Leonard, you're saying so you put up more scoring options on the table with that starting unit. Now you've got Jokic a scoring threat, Monte's a scoring threat, Barton's a scoring threat, Gordon maybe not as much. But does that mean Michael Porter's now open and he's catching corner threes and catching cuts?
I mean, I think all of us would love to see that. I think the line is close to like
What you expect?
teetering. I think he'd probably get 17 or 16 tonight. So I think I'd stay away.
I just put 2 units on his 3-pointers, though, Michael Porter Jr.
Oh, yeah, take
I should-
that. Easy.
Yeah, the 3-pointers are more fun. So
I'd
2.5
take that.
3-pointers.
Yeah, it would take
You
that.
know what? I'll
just
put 2 units
I
on
just
it
put
too.
2 units on that.
2
bad boy.
units. I'm putting 2 units.
The other
as
thing I
well.
feel strongly. Holy smokes!
What?
They just put Nikola Jokic's rebound total up to 12 and a half.
Well, yeah, he had 20
Well,
last game.
listen,
yeah.
I was going to ask you, Eric. You're pretty confident he goes off tonight. 49 and a half is his points, rebounds, and assists.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Oh yeah.
That's a lot. All right.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty, you like that one? 3-pointers. So you like? I took the Michael Porter one just because it's so fun to vote on.
You know what? Another fun 3-pointer.
Which one?
Facundo Campazzo, 1.5.
Man, but he might not play enough though, and I don't know if he's going to be shooting threes. Like he shoots threes when he has to.
Don't you think that it's more likely he'd shoot threes when he was on the second unit than on the first?
No,
I don't think so.
I don't
either.
think so. Actually, I say
Is
no.
Paul Millsap setting him
I
up?
am tempted to take that one, but I'm not going to take it, man. I don't think it's going to work that way in this one. Jokic 1.5 threes is interesting. He hasn't made them in this series. I do wonder if like this is the game where he goes off and hits 4 or 5 threes. I just don't think he has a whole series where he's cold from three. I've never seen it.
Sorry, Josh Graham comments he's going to need 2 units of solace meds for this game.
That's a solace, man. Hey, have faith. Bring that energy.
I want to
Bring
bet
that energy.
on Barton 3-pointers, but I don't see it up there. So
He's not on here.
cannot be
Then
done.
assists are always interesting. Jokic 7.5 assists. Now he hasn't had a lot, but
He had 10
again,
last game.
this game is so different because you're not Facundo and Rivers.
Yes.
You're Barton and Monte. You've got 2 guys you love to run pick and roll with and have been running pick and roll for 3+ years.
No, I love it.
I'm taking that too.
7.5 assists.
I love his
Yeah.
rebounds. I mean, his assists to go up.
Minimum
All right,
8
putting
assists.
a unit
tonight.
on that one.
Minimum.
I could have just done the points, rebounds, and assists. Instead, I'm going to piecemeal it together over all of these bets.
Why don't you do
Monte Morris,
both?
4.5 assists. How do you feel about that one?
Monmo with 4.5.
Mono.
Yeah, nobody calls him that.
I'm trying to get that nickname.
You're trying,
It
but,
is not
I'll help
going
you
well.
out.
4.5 assists.
Yeah, I like it.
I like it too.
Let's
Come
go
on,
over.
Monte.
I just think there's a lot of
he's
Monte.
got 4.5 to Jokic.
I think there's a lot of Monte tonight. So,
A lot of
yeah.
Monte. They didn't let us bet on him last game, and now we are.
That's weird.
And then of course that triple double, those great odds for Yoke, double double, and then do we have these parlay ones? Yeah, we do. What do we got? Double double and a win for Yoke, plus 175.
I mean, if you think they're going to win, then you should. That's
Well, what's
you
more
should
like
take that?
Leonard? What's more likely, Jokic to get a double double, or Jokic to get 30+ points?
I think I'm going with the 30, man. I think he's going off tonight. I really believe so. It's game 4, man. We literally have nothing to lose.
That's what I'm
I
doing,
think he's
baby.
going off tonight.
Kale, get rid of this Topper guy.
We got a loser in the chat. All righty, guys, don't worry about him. Thanks for tuning in with Leonard. Fantastic stuff,
Dude,
man.
so
Hey,
good.
appreciate it, guys.
So good. Thanks for hanging out, brother.
I did not expect to be here, but this is awesome.
Didn't expect to be on the show.
Dude, we got to give you something, man. You made
Hey,
the trip. Thanks
I
for
really
coming.
appreciate it.
And we're
Well,
going to
we
get
did-
you a win, too. We're
And we
gonna
gave
get
him
you
that
hope so.
Rakia,
Dub.
Oh,
gotta
the Rocky.
but just to not to spoil it, he didn't think it was that bad. Just like
Out of
everybody
scale
else.
of 1 to 10, how is it?
It's like a 7 or 8. It's solid,
What?
man. I ain't going. Yeah, I
That's
ain't
not
going
even
front.
that
It was
bad. That's just
It
good.
was, yeah, that's good.
I think
Leonard.
it's like a 4 for me, but you know what? Whatever. It's a
pandering
10
to
of it
people
as an
for
experience. All right, everybody, thanks. Don't forget, hit that like button on your way out. Bring some positive vibes, and we'll see you after the game.
Let's have
right
fun,
back here.
baby.
Let's go.
Winners Lounge.
Yeah,
Winners
go
Lounge. I
Nugs.
feel it.